Here we have for sale our no VAT 2020 on a 20 plate Ford Transit Custom Signature. This is the 320 model, meaning it's got a 3.2 tonne gross vehicle weight. This one's got the 2 litre EcoBlue Euro 6 diesel engine producing 130 PS, which is roughly 130 brake horsepower. That is accompanied with a 6-speed manual gearbox, and this is the short wheelbase limited double cab. And as I mentioned, with our full signature styling package. What we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a Ford Transit Custom Limited of this age. We'll talk you through the factory optional extras on this particular example, have a really close look at the condition. I'll talk you through the service history as well and what makes this van one of our signature Ford Transit Custom. So starting here then at the rear of the vehicle, and there's a couple of optional extras to talk of straight away here, and the first one being this rear tailgate. So the tailgate is one door which comes up like so. The other option, which you see much more commonly, is 2 barn doors which open in that sort of fashion. On a limited you get a number of elements which come color coded, so that includes the bumpers, bits of trim like this here above the rear number plate, bits of trim there like that down the side, door handles, wing mirror covers all come color coded in the body color, which as you can see here is this lovely metallic black. The other thing which is would have been, I believe, an optional extra on this is the tow bar, which you can see here. So Ford, often in the dealers, they fit these tow trust tow bars, and you can see that's got the 13-pin electrics there as well. Also on Unlimited, you get rear parking sensors. So you can see parking sensors nicely integrated there into the rear bumper. In terms of condition then, you can probably see here there's a lovely gloss to the paintwork. I'm just having a look here for any scratches or dents or anything like that. As you can probably tell, it's very presentable here at the back. There are some marks to the rear bumper which we can see here just on this sort of upper plastic part, but generally speaking in pretty good order. Tiny little hairline mark just there, but that is quite light. If we open up the back then, we can start to have a look inside the rear of the van. One of the benefits of the tailgate then is it does give you some shelter from the weather here at the back, which is of course always a bonus in the great British weather. But having a look here in the back there, we can see ply lining of course in the back of the van here, and that is designed to of course protect the vehicle, so stop any outward dents, any nasty outward dents which would be caused by cargo moving around here in the back. The Limited does come with this hard wearing plastic floor, which is generally in pretty good order. There is a little sort of blemish here, or a little repair on the plastic just there, but otherwise in pretty good order. Ply linings in fantastic condition here in the back as well, and the bulkhead is all in good order also. Another factory optional extra is that this one has got LED load lights in the back. You're not going to see a huge benefit in really bright conditions like this, but certainly in lower light conditions at night time that makes a huge difference as well. Inside the back of the tailgate then, you can see all of this ply lined in there as well. If we shut the tailgate, we continue to go around the outside of the vehicle. So this is where I like to look in these sort of more dynamic angles here, looking down the side of the vehicle, looking for any, again, scratches, dents, anything like that, which I can see. And I must say, generally speaking, it's in very good order here indeed. Now, there's a couple of bits which have been added to this by ourselves, which is part of our signature styling package. So the first thing to note on that is the 18-inch Caliber T-Sport gloss black alloy wheels. These are fully load rated with load rated tyres. We absolutely love these. I think they suit the Ford styling very, very well. I think especially on a black van as well like this, where you get this full sort of stealth look, it always works very nicely indeed. Also got a set of sidebars there and a set of roof bars as well, which complete this sort of side silhouette. If we open up one of the side loading doors, this being a factory double cab, you do get twin side loading doors as standard. We can have a look at the condition inside here, and this brings us on then to another factory optional extra on this particular van. This has got factory leather, which is a really nice option. Makes the van feel a lot more luxurious, easier to keep clean. Again, you don't see this very often. There's a couple of really rare bits of spec on this with the leather and the tailgate. But yeah, I do like to see that. It's in this sort of two-tone, so it's like a lighter grey and a darker grey, almost black on the sides. Of course, usual Isofix compatibility on the 2 outer seats there. You can see it's all, of course, the proper carpet under here. And our guys just go to great Attention to detail when it comes to cleaning these vans. As I say, even if you look right under there, looking at behind the seats there, the bulkhead and everything, it's I say the guys do just a phenomenal job when it comes to preparing these vans. All the plastics in here, I say, well prepared. There are some marks in the back of here, just again, it's just superficial sort of surface marks here to the plastic. So you can see a couple of little marks just here dotted around. If we have a look at the inside of the door cards as well, just gives you another look in there. You can see that's all looking pretty good inside there. And we'll continue to go around here, opening up the passenger door then at the front, having a look at the condition of the step, the floor. Again, usual marks here to the glove box, some of the plastics there. Again, we do see this a lot on Transit Customs, this sort of area here. Again, same sort of thing on the plastics just there as well. Again, a couple of light marks there, which I'd just like to point out. And looking at the passenger seats, same sort of story here, of course. Then you've got the factory leather here, which of course continues into the front. If we flip these seats forward, again, always like to show this. Again, just shows the level of detail that our guys go to when preparing these vans. It's as clean under there as you'll find anywhere else on the van. Fold down the little tray in the centre then, couple of cup holders there, and somewhere to store your paperwork as well. We'll come around to a bit more of the spec and condition when we go around to the driver's side in a second. In terms of condition here then, I can see a few touch-ins. So there's a few little touch-ins and things like that, just sort of on the door edge just here. Just trying to see anything else which I can see. If you've watched our videos before, we'll know we'll always err on the side of transparency and honesty. If there's anything that I can see, I'll gladly point it out to you. Again, just a couple of little touch-ins just there. Look at the mirror here. It's in pretty good order. Again, just a couple of tiny little touch-ins, I think. As they've all been just neatly done in the correct colour, just to, of course, improve them and make sure they're not going to get any worse. But just from little stone chips or maybe parking dents, there's certainly nothing significant there at all. Maybe the smallest, if you look just here, there's almost like the smallest little ripple there in that area. But yeah, generally speaking, in very presentable condition indeed. If we move around to the front then, big change around here at the front of the van on the signature, part of the signature styling package. So you get that Ford Trail front grille, which you can see there. That's a genuine Ford product, just absolutely sets the front of the van off so well. You can even see the little Ford emblem there. So it's really, really good quality. And then lower down then you can see the lower splitter, which has been added as well, and that just ties in really nicely with the rest of the styling. In terms of condition here then, let's have a look here. So again, just the usual stone chips to the bonnets. You can probably see, I mean, I'm looking at this here, and it's like a mirror, but as I say, if I can see little marks or little blemishes, I'll gladly point them out. And I say it's just stone chips really, stone chips and little touch-in marks, which have just been neatly tidied up, of course, which we can see around there. Now, service history. So this van is 2 owners from new, and we do hold a lovely service history with it as well. So there is evidence of previous Ford services, which will detail the mileages of in the advert. So I believe there's 3 services which have been carried out. But as all the mileages and things will be listed in the advert. Crucially, at 41,000 miles, went into Ford for a service, and during that service, they actually changed the wet belt or the timing belt. So we've got the bill and everything for that. So that was been done in Ford before it came into us, and I say that was back in, I believe, November of 2024 at 41,000 miles. But again, I will put the exact mileage in the advert description so you can, of course, see the details of that. But that's a really nice, gives good peace of mind. We recommend doing that at 6 years or 60,000 miles. It's been done probably a year or 2 early from where we would usually do it. But as I say, it gives you that peace of mind that you haven't got to worry about that again for another, say, 5.5 years, or 50-odd thousand miles. So plenty of time before you look to getting that changed again. Having a look at the condition then on the driver's side here, and just having a look in these reflections, you can see there the reflections of those vans over there. You can see those in the side of the van there. You can just see how straight that is, looking very, very nice. Looking for any little marks here, little hairline mark I can see just there. Let's see if anything else I can spot. That's not a mark. I mean, generally speaking, as you can probably tell, it's looking very presentable indeed. Again, the usual touch-ins here, just down the edge of the door, same as on the other side, and a couple of little touch-ins just around the door handle there. And there's one just there and there. But yeah, overall, very, very presentable indeed. But as I say, there are a few touch-ins which, as I say, you'd really expect on this sort of age and mileage. Opening up the driver's side loading door then, it gives you a look here at the spec from, well, the condition and spec from this side. So again, just having a look at the condition of the seats in really good order there throughout. Same with the step and the floor there. So have a look at the door card from this angle. And there is some marks here just on the very inside of the door card. Just on the plastics just down there. And I probably wouldn't really see that because it's probably going to be covered by the seat, but as I say, if I can see it, I will point it out to you. If I shut this door then, we're going to have a look inside here. A couple of little hairline sort of marks here just on the metal there, on the entrance to the door. But yeah, generally speaking here, you can see the condition of the step, the carpet floor, driver's seat is all looking very nice indeed. Got the driver's armrest, you can set that to your desired height there on a ratchet. This one has also got the electrically operated driver's seats. That's another factory optional extra to go along with the leather, the tailgate and the tow bar, and there's more to come on this as well, I believe. Electric windows, electric folding mirrors, and that's how those operate just there. 2 full flip remote keys come with the vehicle. Auto-activated lights, auto-activated wipers, 47,798 miles. You can see it's all idling correctly there, no warning lights or anything like that on the dashboard. Leather, multifunctioning steering wheel on the left-hand side, then you've got your cruise control there, and on the right-hand side, your onboard computer controls just there as well. USB and a 12-volt socket up on top, plenty of storage space. Looking at the gear stick here, 6-speed manual gearbox to go along with that 130 brake horsepower engine. A little bit of wear to the leather of the gear stick, very common to see that. Into the center then we've got the air conditioning, heated door mirrors, heated seats and heated windscreen. All of that comes as standard on the limited model. And then on the left hand side, another USB and a 12-volt socket there. Into the center then we've got the Sync 3 screen. This gives you DAB radio, but crucially if you connect your smartphone to either this USB or the one up on top of the dashboard, it gives you Apple CarPlay or Android Auto as well. And of course you can connect your phone to this via Bluetooth. Fold down little cup holder there, which is always nice. And again, just a couple of little marks there to the plastic. And below the handbrake then you can see another and final optional extra there, and that is the 230-volt 3-pin socket as well. Now, I mentioned right at the start of this video, no VAT on this particular example. There wasn't VAT on it when the previous owner bought it, so that means the first owner must have not been VAT registered. So a really nice opportunity here for someone who is not VAT registered, and I think this is going to be great value for a double cab with this spec, 6 seats, leather, heated electric driver's seat, tailgate, which is very unusual on a Transit custom double cab. Looks absolutely fantastic in black. Wet belt has been changed, previous Ford service history as well, and of course we've put it right through our workshop as well. Bridgen Van Care, who they've been right through it and given it a clean bill of health, ready for its new owner. The vehicle will be supplied with 12 months AA warranty with a £3,000 claim limit per claim. So really comprehensive Protect Plus warranty through the AA. You have got options to upgrade that to 2 or 3 years, which costs $399 plus VAT or $599 plus VAT respectively. We can, of course, deliver our vehicles nationwide. So if you're not local to us here in South Wales, don't worry about that. We can certainly deliver the vehicle to you. We can arrange finance at very competitive rates, and we can also take cars or vans in part exchange as well. So anything you've got, any inquiries you have, by all means, get in contact with us. If you'd like to see the full advert, head over to our website there, bridgenvans.co.uk, and that's where you'll find the price, the description, the photography, and details of that, dates and mileages and things of the previous services which have been done on this van. Thank you very much for watching.